Welcome on this very first You Don't Need That Shit of 2025. How is it going? How were your days? Are you still motivated? Are you still in that, I don't know, like phase of New Year's resolutions? To be honest, I personally think that New Year's resolutions are just bullshit because you are just creating such a pressure on yourself. It's not worth it. So I don't have any. I just either do it or don't, and that's just the thing, and then I don't feel bad if I don't. But yeah, I hope you're doing very well. This video is going to be quite much because we have some interesting things to discuss here, and much in the case that I am freaking excited for so many things, honestly. But before we head into the releases, lip of the day is Makeup Forever Color Artist Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine, MAC Cosmetics Viva Planet, and then I topped it off with the Givenchy Rose Perfetto Lip Balm in Milky Nude. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of this combo. It's like the lip liner is too dark for this, but it's also kind of a vibe. And the eye look that you see here, this will be featured very soon in a video. I think I will be done filming and editing, next week. So I think it will be up maybe the week after that. What it is, I don't want to spoil you because this week on Wednesday there is a it's an hour-long video and it's about eyeshadow palettes, and maybe you guessed it what it is, and honestly it was such a relief. And yeah, out of that video there is more content to come. So as said, I don't want to spoil you too much because I want you to stay here and subscribe and watch my videos. But now let's head into releases because I saved some, and we're starting with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder, the Ube Birthday Collection. First of all, I was not aware of the fact what Ube is. I never heard of it, but it is apparently a very popular thing, I think, in the Asian part of the world. Maybe that's why I never heard of it, because they have such interesting ingredients that they work with that we in the Western world, especially here in Germany, we never heard of. So it was cool to learn that. But this is basically a new version of the very viral and very good Easy Bake powder. The thing is, it is a bright neon lilac at the end of the day. It looks more pink than anything in my opinion here, but it is very purple. Don't do this. If you are tempted, maybe you're tempted like me, don't buy this, because this is basically meant to be a darker version of this one here, of Strawberry Shortcake. If you are more mid-toned, leaning very olive maybe even, Strawberry Shortcake might give you a very intense gray cast on the skin, or like a very ghostly effect, like a layer of bullshit on your face. The Ube shade here is, as I saw it on Huda's Instagram, this is catered towards mid-skin colors, very olive skin colors, to just have a pink setting powder that has the brightening efficiency of, for example, Strawberry Shortcake. If you are just pale and white as me, I don't think that you will be happy. I saw already these bullshit videos on TikTok and Instagram where people started to apply blue-based pink blushes on their under eyes, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is not what this is meant to be. This is not meant to be a new trend. Like, you know, under eye blushing is a very popular Asian makeup technique to just apply blush on the under eyes for a more youthful and more lifted look. This is a setting powder that is catered toward a specific skin tone. And while I understand that this is a very tempting powder because, first of all, it looks good. Second of all, the Easy Bake powders from Huda Beauty, they are just that good. But it's the same as with any other powder. Why, if you are white like me, should you buy a deep setting powder if you're not planning to use this maybe as contour, which I totally understand. But if you're not planning to wear the shade as blush, this is not a purchase that you should make. And although this is not like this uber color, I got a surprise package from Florasa's in the week between Christmas and New Year's Eve, and they sent me new versions, or like another pack of their foundation, of their cushion foundation, and also loose setting powders, and I wasn't able to find them anywhere on the website. They were the gorgeous peach blossom powders. There are fairy peach blossom powders, yes, then the jade setting powders, the loose ones, but doesn't matter. This is what they look like, and here I have one. Again, it is not the uber color, but it is a very, very intense pink color. I haven't tested this yet, but just to show it side by side with Strawberry Shortcake, this is a tad bit darker in my opinion than Strawberry. Why do I say Strawberry Shortcake? This is Cherry Blossom. Did I say Strawberry Shortcake all the time? I was referring to the Glamlight powder because that is Strawberry Shortcake. Oh, and before we move on to the next one, can we please talk about the opening mechanism of these? Because when I got these, they sent me 5 shades of this powder. I tried to open this. Do you know how this powder opens? So here you have the lid, and you fucking twist the lid, and then it opens. This is just pure magic, pure elegance. I love it. But what I wanted to say is basically, I don't think that a powder like this is something you really need to add to your collection when you, for example, have this one, or when you have the cherry one from Huda, or when you have the Strawberry Shortcake from Glamlight, or what other pink setting powders do I have here? The Nessa Myricks Evolution powder in pink. You just do not need that. Don't do this. Don't waste your money, especially when you're very, very pale like me. This will not look good on you. I know that in this collection is also one of these blush filters and her lip gloss. The lip glosses I hate with a passion. The blush filters I haven't tried, but I'm tempted to try so, because blushes seem to be quite nice with her. She had blush and lip stains last year or the year before that, and these were horrible. They made my lips crack, bloody, and peel off. But the blush filters, they are somewhat tempting, especially in that uber color. That one I would completely understand to wear this as a pale person blush. Wonderful. But the powder, too much as a setting powder for pale people. Moving on to Beauty Creations' newest fever dream. It's X Polly Pocket, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like 2025 is going to be the year of Polly Pocket. We had the year of Barbie, now we get Polly Pocket, because there is a movie coming apparently with Margot Robbie as director. Then there was in 2024 someone who had a big Polly Pocket, like a real house. Now we have this makeup collection. I feel like all these toys from the 90s, they will so come back. I'm waiting for the Furby collection, let's be real here. I don't know what it is, but is Beauty Creations, are these maybe an Australian brand? Because it's not too long ago that I even saw a post on Reddit about them saying if anybody is still using them because they love them to death and they make all their favorite products. So am I making fun of a brand here for the weirdest collabs? I mean, just look at My Little Pony. Am I missing out here big time? Let me please know if you know anything about that. Oh, Glossier, Glossier. I mean, this is the Black Cherry collection. There is a lip liner that I'm really not interested in than a Balm.com. I already said it in my empties. I think they're very overrated. But a cloud paint in this dark, dark cherry. I do want to order a boy brow, as I told you in my empties, once my my hair is darker. So I want to order a dark boy brow, and honestly, I think I might add to that cart, since I have to pay the shipping anyway, the Black Cherry Cloud Paint. I love the cloud paints. I hate the packaging with passion, but the formulation is really good, and The black cherry one? Ooh, I mean, I see myself covered in that color. Oh, there are two pencils. One is an eye pencil and one is a lip pencil. I thought it's just a lip pencil. Okay, the eye pencil looks more interesting than the lip pencil, but I will make up my thoughts. If I happen to order a new boy brow, then I might add the black cherry one to the cart. Wicked Widow has a new licensed collab, and this time with American Psycho. I am still mad that I basically missed out on the Crow palette because they have such bad shipping to the EU. It is insane, and honestly, I don't understand why brands use this system. As far as I learned now, it has a lot to do with Shopify, but other brands can do it too and have better shipping rates on Shopify than these people. So I'm not into that. And that is basically the thing why a lot of Europeans miss out on American indie brands because of their bad shipping rates. And honestly, I can't believe that it's that hard to get a good shipping rate. And whatever you like, whatever you want to pay, there is a shipping option basically for everybody. But if a brand relies on that shop system that they use, there are 100% like fees included in that. And these are basically transferred to the customer side, and I'm not paying that. I mean, I look at you, Cinch Beauty. They're using a Shopify platform too, and their math is not mathing when it comes to their shipping. They do taxes within the shipping, which is totally fine, but they basically charge you a good 10 euro more than you would actually have to pay. As far as I have seen on the Wicked Widow Beauty site, there is no color story release, but I assume that this is going to be a eyeshadow palette on top of a lot of other things because it's a collection. It's not only an eyeshadow palette. I guess it's a collection. I do like it. I think American Psycho is such a great film. I haven't watched it in years, and I think I am one of the few people who actually also liked American Psycho 2. It's with Mila Kunis. I like that movie. It's not as good as the first one. It's a complete different topic and approach to this topic, but I like the way it's acted out. It's really cool. Now let's move on, as we are talking about murder and shit, to Lethal Cosmetics. They have been teasing this collection since December, I think, and I was a bit shocked. They uploaded the first teasers and people were guessing the wildest things, and all I was thinking of immediately was, this is a Dexter collab. And okay, on one hand, I'm very, very happy for Lethal Cosmetics that they are able to land these deals with Avatar, with Dexter and Paramount, that they were able to just to gain so much popularity that official licenses, official franchises want to collab with them or agree to collab with them and create products. I love that for Lethal Cosmetics. I don't love the fact that Lethal Cosmetics is just completely forgetting where they came from. They came from this beautiful Berlin-based indie brand that hand-pressed shadows in their own factory in Berlin and sold them for such a good price. I remember I made even a brand overview of Lethal Cosmetics, and I read into their story and what the owners wanted to do. And honestly, when you now think of that they basically started to make this because of they wanted to have cruelty-free things. They wanted to be fully in charge with the colors. Most of their newer release products are private labeled now, so nearly no new hand pressed stuff, no new handmade shit. And they are just coming with these collabs that are so badly organized. I mean, look at the Avatar thing that basically made the website crash. I am not loving this. Honestly, I really do not like this. And to be honest, I like Dexter. I like the TV show. I watched the original series and I was happy with the ending. I have not watched Dexter Cold Blood? No, is it Cold Blood? That sequel, like after the original ending, and I refuse to watch the original Sin one. All the knowledge that I have about the original Sin series is because of TikTok, and everything that I saw on TikTok, like parts of the show. Oh my god, they did these OG actors so bad. Oh, this is hurting, and I actually don't want to see this. No, thank you. Every show, every franchise needs to have an ending. It needs to have the chance to be finished so that the fans can also move on. But constantly milking out the cash cow here because of that franchise is just, it's dumb. Oh, this is not new makeup, this is makeup news. So Lisa Eldridge, our beloved makeup artist for years now, her career is such an inspiring one. Her whole passion for what she do is inspiring. She she got an MBE. If you don't know what that is, there are like different, I try to explain it now very, very simple, mainly for the fact that I also have just the the most basic knowledge on this. So these are basically titles that you get from the British Empire, so from the crown basically, for different things. And there are like MBEs, then there is DBE. For example, Pat McGrath is actually a dame, and that is also Sir, and dame is basically like the knight thing. And when you have the title Dame or Sir, this is your official name. It's like a PhD in your name. So officially it is Dame Pat McGrath. You know, like Dame Judi Dench, whatever. And Lisa Eldridge now got an MBE. It is like below the Dame title, but it is still a great honor. And now, circle back to the clickbait title. I'm not kidding you. Lisa Eldridge is getting cancelled because of the MBE that she gets. Let me change now the apps here from my saved Instagram post and move on to Reddit, to the Beauty Guru chatter sub. And honestly, I am so happy that by all the toxic things that are going on there, I still check on this sub because, mwah, this is just chef's kiss. Let me read the post about that to you. I will link the post also down below. Lisa Eldridge getting an MBE, this makes me sad. Member of the British Empire isn't an honor, it's a horrific throwback to colonialism, which is still upholding British values today. Why would she want to be a member of the British Empire? The British Empire, then 3 exclamation marks. I think that's an exclamation mark. I don't want to repurchase her products now. I'd have thought much more highly of her if she turned it down like so many others have before her. Maybe this is now a really, really, really sensitive topic that I'm scratching on. From my own perspective, this is an honor to get. This is a recognition from the crown, from the whatever you call it. I know that everything surrounding the British royalties has such a high value to them that when you are Britain, you just grew up with these values. You learn that this is just such a high honor to get. And I don't know if the OP here in this post is American or British or whatever, but I also want to talk about the comments that she got here, because there are some people who are like, yeah, we need to boycott now Lisa Eldridge, blah. But there are also people, I'm from an ex-British colony, and I get that the empire was responsible for many faults. But girl, you seriously need to touch grass. This is an award and great for her career. In the grand scheme of things and many other creators who have made personal choices and conscious mistakes, this is nothing. Let's stop canceling creators at the drop of a hat. Then girl, touch grass. OP, go outside. Girl, go get a grip and go outside. Then she didn't waste time getting it added to her social handles. And then someone responded, I get maybe not turning it down to avoid getting into your government bad side. As if they would care. But showing it off, like, why? Please go outside and touch some grass, and I say this with love as a British POC. As a British person of color, I'm begging you to touch grass. It's not that deep. Girl, it's not that serious. So, why do I bring this up here? First of all, I just want to say it again. I'm not a British person. I have no idea what this exactly maybe has as a history point or so. Personally, from my European view on this, I think this is a great honor that she got. I am very, very happy for her. I just love that she wears this, that she has this, because Lisa Eldridge deserves this recognition. And still these days, having this DBE or the being Sir or I don't know, whatever kind of title you get from the royal house in the UK. This is just an honor. This is a reward for the work that you did. And not only that, it's not like you developed, I don't know, like a new makeup technique. She, Lisa Eldridge, she influences still generations of young and old people to love makeup, to express themselves. I watched her documentary where she, I think it was only like 3 parts or so, where she explored old British makeup, like from the 1800s and all that. This was one of the most interesting documentaries that I've ever watched. I loved it. And we this is what I'm so speechless about. We have this beautiful person who honestly seems to be such a humble woman and such an inspiring, I mean, that's not a secret. And we try to, or people try to make her feel bad about her accomplishment. This is the problem with society these days. People are getting offended and feel personally attacked on things that they are not really, like, they're not even close to the base of these things. So personally, I really assume that the creator of this post on Reddit is not a British person. And yeah. That's all I have to say here. I just wanted to give you a good laugh. Of course, Lisa Eldridge will not be cancelled. I still love her. I will use her products. And as far as I know, her concealer is coming soon. What do you think about this? Honestly, let me know. I just couldn't help myself and laugh AF. I told you. I fucking told you. Oh! About a week or a week and a half ago, a post on Reddit appeared from a person who I have no clue who that person is, where they got the information from, I don't care. And I posted the screenshot of this post on my stories. It was this list. This is the product list for the new ColourPop X Twilight New Moon collection. I am stoked. I assume, honestly, that I will probably not like most of the colors because New Moon has just a complete different vibe in the movie. So I just assume that the color story in general might not really be my thing, but it's still Twilight. It is, oh, this is so beyond exciting. And this will launch January 9th. So today is 7. Wednesday. Oh God, I need to prepare. I am prepared. I'm prepped. I got my payout from YouTube. I got my payout from Shopify. I got some payouts from ShopMy. I got paid for the sponsored content. So I am here. As I said, I don't want to spend money that's not coming from the socials, and I am here. I have saved up some social money, and I will buy some things out of this collection. I truly cannot wait. I saw some sneak peeks already that ColourPop posted. Basically, we have a really deep red metallic lip gloss, I think. It's something like that. Then a gold version of that body oil that still is honestly in my cupboard in the bathroom, but I never use it. For the hair, it's too heavy. I don't wear stuff like this on the body. And for the face, it's actually too oily, so I might just keep it for the lols. But I told you. And people were reacting to my Instagram story saying, yeah, this is fake. Don't believe everything. You know what, Matilda? Fuck you. Here it is. We got it. It was predicted. And I hate everybody who commented bad on this. Just kidding, you can have your own opinion. But people were already freaking out. Yeah, do you drop this now every year for the next 3 years? Can't you get more exciting? Fuck you, honestly. Let people live their fucking dreams. I love that. Every franchise has fans and has not so many fans. Like, I'm pretty sure that everything that I said about the Dexter collab with Lethal Cosmetics, there are some people who just wet their pants as heavy as I just did with the Twilight collection. So I myself am beyond excited for this. And as soon as we have more, I expect that next week we will see some more pictures here. I will go through this with all the pictures, all the products, blah, 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 blah. Ugh. The year is starting so good. Then we have a re-release from Hourglass, which is very suspicious. So this is a post that Charlotte Holcroft shared a couple days ago, and she posted just the screenshot here, and I can reimagine. One of our best-selling foundations is back and better than ever. Sign now to be notified. This is the Hourglass Illusion Luminous Glow Foundation. I have literally no memory of this ever. All of Hourglass foundations that I have in my mind was this cakey dry one. So I don't know, was this really a thing? But the thing is, here in Germany at the Douglas website, Douglas basically is the German Ulta. It's like Ulta. They have high-end brands, they have very luxury brands, they have designer brands, but they also have a lot of drugstore stuff. They list an Hourglass illumination trio with 3 cream products, like a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight in a cream format, 3 pans, as new. So it's not available yet, or is it? Let me check, because I posted this also in my Instagram story because I was so confused what the fuck this is. Did I miss something? And people were messaging me saying that this is actually something that was released already 2017. And people are now excited. Yeah, here, the Illume Sheer Trio. And it says online soon new at the website. So I assume that this will come, and I guess Hourglass is bringing back, just like MAC, some of the oldies. Maybe they got inspired. Maybe we don't need to wait much longer for the MAC stuff. By the way, if you want to have that, you can already sign up on the MAC website for this MAC Lover program. And I think the new goodies, they will come this week, I think. It says something like 5 days when I checked today, and today is Saturday. So maybe Thursday it will be there. But yeah, I'm not really interested in that. I just thought maybe some others will be. But what I'm interested in is the new release from Anthemy. They're coming out with a complete new collection, the Anthemy 3.0, and will come in the middle of January. In total, they bring out 6 new eyeshadow palettes. Oh, chill the fuck out. We have Black Cat, Midnight Lamp, Ice Ferret, Furry Spider, Croaking Frog, and Starry Unicorn. So let's talk about the first one that you see here. This is Black Cat. This is a very interesting mix with the blue and the red and then this neon green, and I am honest with you, I want to have this. Then we have the Midnight Lamp. This is not so much my color story. I like the blue and the neon yellow combo, yes, but that blue in general, that's not so much for me. Icy Ferret though, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is so for me. Look at these colors, these muted blues. I know a lot of people love more muted greens, but I love muted blues. That looks awesome. That's coming home with me. Then next we have, this is Furry Spider. I like it. It is a nice muted pink shade with this pop of blue. Not sure what exactly this is supposed to be in there, but it's a nice combo, but it's not as interesting. Croaking Frog, absolutely not my color story. Way too orange. And the last one, Starry Unicorn, also not for me, but it's an all matte rainbow palette, so maybe if you're in the market for something like that, it's nice. This whole collection will drop, of course, on Look Healthy store. If it's online, you can buy it and save 12% with my code ELLAGRAM. I already talked to the owner of Look Healthy store and I will get a little bit of PR. I don't know how many of these palettes, but honestly, if it's just one, I will buy the other one. I'm in total really genuinely just interested in 2 of these. With the last Anthemy collection, I bought nearly all of them and I already decluttered one. So this time I want to be more mindful and I am just interested in Black Cat and Ice Ferret. If I get both in PR, I'm more than happy. If it's one, then I will buy the other one. That's completely fine. They will land mid-January, so I think next week or the week after that. Somewhere I saw a date, but I forgot it. And that is basically it. Honestly, what a great start into the year. I can say with a whole heart that I do have interest in some of these products, but it's not like I feel like, oh my god, I need to have this. It's more like, oh, they tickle a thing in me. They scratch something in the back of my head that I want to really have and try this. The New Moon collection from ColourPop, let's be honest, this is really just a collector's thing and I'm not ashamed to admit that. And with the Anthemy collection, as said, 2 out of 6 eyeshadow palettes. I still think that 6 palettes they're a bit much, but it's a lot of choice. So I feel like Anthemy is trying to just serve a lot of people's needs in this collection. And let's be real, no one is forcing you to buy all 6 palettes, especially since these are not limited editions. So make wise choices, make mindful purchases, and if you do so, use my codes if I have one. But let's be real, don't feel pressured to buy anything at all. Let me know down below your thoughts on these new releases. I'm really curious if there's anything that tickles you the same as I get tickled. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out any of the upcoming videos the next week and all the other weeks up until Alamos 2025. Thank you so much for joining and see you soon.